Good morning, boys and girls. Mr. Martinez here again. Today's Tuesday, April 7th. Welcome again to another edition of our distance learning. Today we're going to be focusing on the Amazon rainforest and climate change, part 2. Yesterday we talked about the first half of your homework assignment for the weekend, where we learned and read about the rainforest in the Amazon, how it is one of the biggest rainforests in the world, and how most of the world is covered in rainforest. But there is a problem that the rainforest is facing. That issue is climate change. And so here's the agenda for today. First thing we're going to do is review your homework packet, get into the expectations for your independent practice and your exit ticket. And then I did want to give a student a shout out because they did an amazing job on their poem. They sent me an image, I read their poem, and we're actually going to read their poem out loud today because I did want to exemplify those students' hard work. So let's get straight into your homework assignment. We left off on this page in your homework, section 1.5, Rainforests and Climate Change. Now, a lot of you had updated me and let me knew or informed me that this page was unreadable to most of you, but the second page seemed to be just fine for most of the words. But I did upload on Teams. If you go to Teams to the files, I did upload images of these pages to read. So if you are having a hard time, please go back, reread these pages so that you do have a better understanding. Fortunately for you guys, I am going to be reading these to you now because a big part of your independent practice is going to be your reading lab. And so before I get into that, your expectations for that, let's go over the reading itself. And so the first thing you should have done for your homework, part 2, was read these 2 pages in your packet. Now, page 1, it read, main idea. The health of the Amazon rainforest can influence climate change across the globe. Climate change and global warming are topics that are often in the news. In order to understand how these topics are connected to the rainforest, it helps to understand the scientific process that keep rainforests healthy. Rainforests are complex ecosystems. As you have read, thousands of different animals, birds, and insects live in the Amazon rainforest. Many unusual plants grow there as well. Some of these plants are used to fight deadly diseases like malaria and cancer. How rainforests work. Through a process called transpiration, plants and trees release water vapor into the air. As the water vapor rises, it cools, forming thick clouds and then produce rain. The warm air and moist soil support the growth of vegetation. In fact, trees grow so high and thick that sometimes sunlight can't even reach the forest floor. We learned this yesterday when we talked about the different areas and different levels of the rainforest. The plants in the Amazon rainforest perform an important function. They absorb greenhouse gases from Earth's atmosphere. A greenhouse gas is a gas that traps heat energy, warming the Earth. Burning fossil fuels such as coal and oil produces greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide. Too much carbon dioxide in the air causes the atmosphere to warm because it reflects the heat's energy back to the Earth. Rainforest plants and trees naturally absorb this carbon dioxide from the air. In this way, rainforests help clean the Earth's air. Changes in the rainforest. Since the mid-20th century, large sections of the Amazon rainforest have been cut down in National Geographic. In the National Geographic journalist Scott Wallace reported that 20% of the rainforest has been lost in the last 40 years. And this was reported back in January 2007. So obviously the reports either have increased or decreased. And so make a prediction. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it's going to increase or decrease? I challenge you guys to look up this data and find out for yourselves. Widespread deforestation threatens the biodiversity of the Amazon. As more of the rainforest is lost, fewer trees and plants remain to produce moisture and cloud cover and to remove greenhouse gases from the air. These changes are having a global impact. Compare across regions. A global climate challenge. Changes in the Amazon rainforest are partly responsible for changes in climate identified by scientists. Climate change is a gradual shift in the Earth's climate due to natural causes. In its history, Earth has undergone many climate changes. Global warming, on the other hand, is a term used by some scientists to describe the rapid warming of the Earth's surface observed over the last century. They argue that the heavy use of fossil fuels that release carbon dioxide contributes to the rising temperature that we are currently seeing. Since the beginning of the 20th century, the average temperature of the globe has risen 1.4 degrees. While the number might seem small, scientists acknowledge or recognize that a change or even 1 or 2 degrees is cause for concern. Rapid changes in average temperature can destroy habitats and change ecosystems. Protecting the Amazon and other rainforests around the world is critical to the health of the planet. Many countries in South America are working to protect the Amazon rainforest. Across the Atlantic, countries in the African rainforest of the Congo River Basin face similar challenges. Leaders of Cameroon, Democratic Republic of Congo, Guinea, and Ghana are cooperating to manage sustainable forestry operations and to protect easily damaged wildlife habitats. What you're going to do next is you're going to be answering these questions that are scattered throughout the reading in the form of an assignment that I'm going to be posting later on today. As you guys know, I like you guys to watch these videos in their entirety before you start working on the independent practice. And so let me explain what I mean. If you access Teams, you will see underneath assignments here, your independent practice, which is going to lead you to a Google Forms. Right now it looks like my internet is down, and so I'm going to show you a different way. Okay, so here we have all of my lesson plan, exit tickets, and independent practice activities. And today you're going to be seeing Lesson 7, Independent Practice, Rainforest, and Climate Change. You're going to see that a lot of the questions that I'm giving you are from pages 198 and 199 of your textbook. Again, these are the same pages I just finished reading out loud to you guys. You're going to go ahead and answer these in the form of a complete sentence or paragraph in these spaces below. I want to remind students, if you're watching this video, great job, and listen closely, because a lot of you have been giving me questions in regards to these open-ended response questions in your independent practice, your exit tickets. A lot of you are concerned because you're seeing that they're marked wrong, even though they may be correct. Guys, it's a computer. It's a program. And so a lot of times it's counting questions that you answered incorrect just because you didn't answer it word for word the way I typed it. Just ignore that. I'm going to go back and I'm going to make sure that you are doing the work and that you are doing it the way I expect. If your answers are correct, you will get the points that you do deserve. And so just relax. Know that the system is new to us all and we're all learning together. And so please be patient. Once you complete your independent practice, you'll go to the next part or assignment, your exit ticket. Now, listen closely, because your exit ticket is going to be a little bit different than it usually is. It's not going to be any certain question. Sorry, there's a helicopter. It's not going to be any specific question. It's actually going to be the poem you did for your homework. And so what you're going to do is type the poem here in the space provided for you, just like you wrote it on your paper. Okay, I am. Okay, and I did want to give a big shout out to the following student because this student did an amazing job on their poem, and I'm going to use their poem as an exemplar for all of your poems. And so this is the type of poem I'm hoping to see you type in your exit ticket tomorrow. This is Isabella Montemayor, so let's give her a big shout out, a big 1-2 clap. Please guys, let's give her a big shout out because she is doing amazing work. She did an amazing job on this poem. Lots of passion, lots of academic vocabulary. And so I'm going to go ahead and read that to you guys now. And so it says, using the template and instructions to the right, write an I am poem from the perspective of a rainforest. And so you were supposed to write this poem from the perspective of a rainforest. And so this is what Isabella wrote. I am a dense green sanctuary. I wonder why the humans cut me down. I hear the endless voices of my inhabitants. I see my lush self blooming and roots crisscrossing. I want to show the earth my peaceful embrace. I am a dense green sanctuary. I pretend I am a sustainer of all life. I feel each human's breath, breathe my oxygen. I touch the rich brown soil under my roots. I worry the humans will destroy me. I cry for the poached animals and chopped trees. I am a dense green sanctuary. I understand my time could be limited. I say, destroy me, destroy yourself. I dream of spreading to those who need me. I try to keep my past a secret like a winding road. I hope a sunny tomorrow. I am a dense green sanctuary. Beautiful poem. Great job, Isabella. Keep up the hard work. And this is the type of poem I want to see you guys typing in this area of your exit ticket today, actually. For you guys, again, I do pre-record these videos, and so if you hear me say tomorrow, it's because of that. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, guys. That is it for today. Again, big shout out to Isabella on her poem. I miss all of you guys. If you guys ever need anything, if you just want to chat online and just talk about the work or anything historical, just reach out to me. I'm here. Have a great day, guys.